Okay, in we go. Wonder if anybody's ever translated these runes. I wonder if anybody's ever done that. Somebody should hop onto that really quickly. Get these translated. What does it say?
After breaking the blockade of the demon armies and defeating Discari, the Crusade forces close in on the Threshold Fortress. The place where 100 years ago, the first rift between the planes was opened. The place where this story will end.
Just a little note here. I'm pretty sure the fire whip's in the wrong hand. Just an observation. Yep. Whip's in the wrong hand in the drawing. They're coming, they're getting closer with the commander himself marching out the head. Let them come. It's been too long, or it's been long since any brave fools challenged me. The mighty Korra. I will tear them to shreds along with their commander. So he thinks. Okay. Save here. And we got some buffs to do. So, get up, get a drink of water. Buffs take a little time. Done? I think we are. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. I didn't get Hellfire Ray for Gimpy. Oh well, we'll survive.
Together we stand. A simple smile goes a long way.
Oh shit, but that was... It's only personal, isn't it? Oops. Wasted spell.
I prefer the company of me, myself, and I. Friendship's overrated anyway.
Foresight. Foresight for himself. Foresight doesn't have, or Rocket doesn't have foresight on. Elemental Swarm. 10 minutes per level, so this will last a little while. Do we want here? Earth, water, fire, air? Let's do... Let's do Earth. I hope they follow him around. They should. Now, do we have any extra fire resistant stuff? Let's do this one. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. So, buffs. So many buffs. Look, Baylor. Bugs. Oh. Hell Knights. How much like being shot with arrows? So, Veronica. You can drop some mud up here. Oh, she can. If she quickens it, which she will. Scout. Ace. Boss fight. Boss fight.
Tully, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. That's right. I said Tully. Unlike Gimpy, I know the difference between Tubby and Tully.
Okay, Scout. Bring some fire. Sorry, it's lightning. Wow, that was fair. Oh, weird. Oh, that's right. See those cloak. Miss. Thank you. Closer. There's our little rock elementals with us. Sorry, stone elementals. This one's armor class. Saving throw, so we'll around. Get that job, Xanthium, beating up on a spider with a Gauss rifle. He didn't die, no, shocking, isn't it? Speaking of not dying, Earth Elementals are all gonna die. Just walking into the mud like it's not there. Oh, they're idiots. They're all idiots. Just a little bit closer. This won't hurt. Kitty. Leave Gimpy alone. Let's see. She's at 135 damage now, so let's get rid of this. Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Get charged up for the next round. Or just kill him. Keeps immune to fire. No. So that was fire. This was unholy, right? Of course, cheating.
Away, you rascal!
She just knocked it back? Is that what happened there? She missed, but it flew away. No, she hit there. Oh, the Winds of Vengeance knocked it away. And it's feared anyway. See you later. Next week, maybe.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Damn you!
Get him, Rocket. Or get her, Rocket. Roll better, Rocket. Ugh. Come on. So, elementals are back. These are the big boys. Yeah, I forget they're brainless when it comes to the mud. And bolstered. Damn it. Give it to Kitty.
Done with you!
So the one that ran away. No telling when he's coming back. Scout's a little hurt. Scout, heal yourself. He's never going to get close because he's feared. It's all Sila's fault. He's got his breath back up. Alright, dead demons. Oh look, they're back up. Our little friends here that didn't do so well. I'm glad to see you in peace. I should probably be reporting in a soldierly manner. I report we're winning, I think. Lesser braces of archery, +1. This is why the demons are losing, because of all this awesome gear they have. We don't talk about the +1 longswords on a Baylor. Friggin' near Demon Lord of +1 weapon is just sad. Oh look, big undead worm thing. The day we've been waiting for has arrived. Let us prove we don't have to call ourselves crusaders for nothing. Oh, these are the mongrels. I can get eaten by this worm in like 2 seconds. Angry undead worm. I don't think this is going to affect this, but... Yep. Undead to most, or immune to a lot of stuff. Not a lot of damage there. Critical misses don't help. Ace the friendlies. Polar ring. Umbral strike's not going to help. We do too much. Ah, but we got the Hellfire Ray. Little damage. Barely touched. Chief Saul. Oh, he's gonna get squished. No. Justice.
Into the fray!
Oh, she actually hit it. Can't intimidate it, but... all the whole monster stuff. Going after the elementals, which is good. Let's see. Just a regular mud blast would be good. Just to see what the chances are.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than likely follow you back. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday, happy Easter. Okay, so they're souped up for next turn. Kitty. Get him, Kitty. Kitty's hitting. Not too bad. Oh, we did mark it. That's why it's probably helping. That injured Gimpy. Oops.
You need to get up and step away from the computer. That was really bad.
Oh, that was awesome. Gimpy's breath not safe to anyone except his immediate friends. Cover your advance, Commander. You can count on Ush. He needs to drink more. Did any of our guys get held? Doesn't look like it, I don't think. Unintentional badassery? No, it's I don't know what it is. It's just Gimpy's dragon breath is again, it's only doesn't hurt immediate people in our party. If you're a friend, like those guys were back there, Sol and friends, technically our friends, but not safe from the dragon breath. Fight bravely, my warriors. The spirits of our ancestors are watching. Who's that? In the creaking of stone branches I heard the voices of dead Sarkorians, and they said, "Let all demons perish. I am the flame, let the dark withdraw, for I am coming." I don't know who these people are. Another Baylor. Oh, Nystra. A bear and a wolf. What happened to everybody that was right here? Oh.
Good guys always win.
Nice miss. Ah, there we go. Going outcast. Kashmir, I don't know who that is. Mjolnir. Oh, the storytellers. Rocket. Oh, kind of cool spells can Rocket do from here. Oh, that's right, we have bugs. Okay, so let's use this. Shielding friends. Rounds equal to her caster level, so that would be 20-ish.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
Scout. The storm bolts, or we can do fire. We'll do fire. The lightning storm. saving throws. What's he gonna do, everybody? Infectious rage? Oh no. Let's keep you so far behind. Hey Jeff, come back. Stream promised a live dog cam. I see no live dogs. They're alive. They're just sleeping. They're alive. Missed it? What do you mean missed it? It's right there on the screen still. Rocket's sleeping. Mickey's behind him sleeping. They had a rough morning. So, looks like the elementals are no longer our friends because they're raging. Is that what's going on? Can't hit him, can't hit him, too far away.
We can do it!
You sure it's not alternate reality? Oh no, it's real Rocket. And they're died or something? No. It's a rough morning sleeping on the couch. Okay, no problem, Xanthium. Thanks for watching.
Forwards!
Please. No, they had a very rough morning sleeping on the couch. It was quite amusing. Storyteller just banished everything, I think. Okay, can you shoot that guy?
I got this.
No? Ow. Nice reach. Okay, Rocket. Bugs. We lost control of our bugs. Use the armor class on... Where is that? That looks like the guy died, so use the armor class on you. Immune to evil eye. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? Gonna be bug on bug action? Sure looks like it. Let's see, get this guy.
The light, take you!
Totally, welcome back. That mushroom soup is really kicking in. The colors are amazing. Mushroom soup on an Easter morning or evening for you. What a role model you are, Tully.
Saturday and Sunday, April 16th and 17th are the monthly giveaways for April. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Shit, that didn't help. Yep, thanks for watching, and that's later on today. Patriot Spy, welcome to the stream. Are you doing a 100% playthrough, or is this blind? This is my second playthrough. This is my second playthrough, so it's not 100%, and it's definitely not blind. Would you beat it as? What mythic path were you? Just out of curiosity. Scout. Rainfire or Hellfire? Rain lightning. Lich? Yeah, I did my first playthrough as a Lich too. Owie. Where does giant spiders come from? That was related to what? I don't know where the spiders are being summoned by. Corrupt magic dunked on a rush Kagal, yeah. Maybe. I hear they don't like your breath. Okay, Veronica. You hit that guy.
We won't falter.
Nope. Kitty. There we go, Kitty. Storyteller is doing what was he doing? Oh, dispelling. What was he doing? Oh, icy prism. Nice. Okay, Yuki. 5-foot step. Let's kill this guy first.
Damn you!
Or not. Twice. What's this twice stuff? Kill my spiders, I think. There's Rocket. Hey, Calfac, welcome back. Happy Sunday. Use his armor class. Spider. Baylor. Saving throw, of course.
I'll split you in half!
Go spider. Yeah, I don't know where these spiders are coming from.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Foresight, armor plating, ice flaps, natural armor 10, bark skin, mythic bonus, of course. Heal yourself. Please, Scout, you need to use this, I think. And do yourself a little bit. Oof, too little. No, he's not moving. He's frozen, it looks like. That's the quickened version. This is the powered version. Sorry, that's the bolstered version. Powered is here. No? You didn't do in the powered version? Shit. Nah, I've lost. Move him back a little bit. That still was force. Okay. Hit him, I guess. Wow. He's kind of hard to hit, so let's try a cold blast. This is a touch attack instead of a regular attack. And still, oh, it didn't get past spell resistance. Cheater. Kitty. Tear him up, Kitty. Oh, we have to strip him. Get some of those buffs off. Did you kill it? What did you get him with? Weird. Weird, that's the Phantasmal Death, isn't it?
Are you still here?
Go Mickey. Oh, that thing's still somewhere. Yep. Oh shit, bring your friends in.
Smear them.
Spiders on our team? Guess so. Sea Lion, let's kill this. Use your. We don't want to use your spell because it's very effective as a rocket.
Into the fray!
Keep forgetting to activate her sword too. Scout. Spell something. Just gonna. Fail, fail, fail. Rolled a 7, needed a 12. Spire right there, shadow beams there. storytellers there.
Gimpy is raising money for the National MS Society for the 9th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2022 in San Diego is April 23rd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May. They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, and happy Sunday, happy Easter. So that. Should have killed that thing. Kitty. What you want him? Kitty, lucky hit. 2 lucky hits. No crits though. Let's go after this guy. Cold. See if this hurts him at all.
Strike with all your might.
Needed a 10 roll for 2. Good storyteller go. Uh-oh, Rocket's down, or will be down. Blood spiders. Shield. Buff. Scout. Heal Rocket, bring them back up to life. What? Rocket's back. Gimpy. Dragon Breath yet. Yeah, I got him with battery blast. Use him with that. Right, the scorching ray. Yeah, as well as we thought or would help or hope for. Injured? Dog in the dead squat. This guy with cold.
We can do it!
Got him. Crit for 912. So that works.
Forwards!
Oh shit, where'd he come from? You been back there the whole time? Poor wolf. Give him kitty. Feel better. So you can probably lure us off that thing. That's not the thing he's supposed to go. Get out of there. I'm sure White didn't shoot. Oh, because he's dead. No, he's dead, but he's not dead. Oh, the old dice will never go away. Should Rocket stand up? It won't hurt too much. Apparently won't hurt at all because he can't see, I guess.
I don't like you.
Still don't know what the spider. They're fighting for us, but I don't know where they're coming from. Okay, so enchanted her sword, paladin power. Should burn them in a hot fire. What, the spiders?
Right.
They're on our
Thank
side.
you.
Spiders are on our side. Oh, dice? They just keep coming back. That's the problem. They keep coming back. It's an arrow of law. And neither 7 rolled 6. Stupid dice. Gimpy, your breath back. Whose breath is back? That was the target. That's right, resurrected, so. Veronica, blast this guy. It's cold.
We won't falter.
And then 2. Oh, that was mud. Which is fine. It hit.
Strike with all your might.
At least these spiders aren't super wimpy. You got a fair amount of health on them. Like 100 or so. Okay, maybe not a fair amount, but... Get him, kitty. Roll better. A lot better. Thanks, Mr. Storyteller, with your bolstered attacks there. Doing damage to your friends. Jerk. After all the work we've done with you.
Good guys always win.
Ow. Tsunami. Oops. What can you do to help us here, Rocket? Vine trap. I can bring the bugs back too. This fight is taking way harder than I thought it was going to be. Dispels confused. Ugh. One thing we don't want to dispel from him is the one we got. Whatever.
No glory without risk.
Jenny Undead Lich Dice. Wow. Well, that's the way it works. Because they're, you know, probably made out of wood or something. Scout is way back here. Gimpy. Breath. So, chance of Gimpy hitting this guy with stuff. Probably not the best. But we'll try. It's a polar ray. And the bad guys, Huge armor classes? Yes, they do.
Hey Gimpy, have you hydrated lately?
But not big enough.
If not, you really should.
Okay. This looks like Veronica got knocked back too. Get him, kitty. Kitty can usually hit stuff though. Should have done storm bolts first, but you know, whatever. Crazy wizard thingy. Is he dead for real? He's dead for real. Ugh, that fight.
No time for idling.
Look at Nasio. Cure everybody. There we go. Okay, so that fight. Way tougher than it should have been, maybe. Unholy long spear, brush. Yeah. I like how they have to get all this crap gear. This Mira. I can feel this land is corrupted and suffering, but its spirits still favor us, and we will sooner die than betray it again. Guess Mira, she's the blind lady, I think, from Winter Sun, right? From way back? Go forth to remember history is being made here this day. Yes, that's what they say. Dun, dun. He didn't die properly. Because he cheated by coming back alive. Avatar preserves us mortals who stand in the way of chaos. For Mendev, Galarian, for the radiant Iamade. Arseno's here. And Locust Swarms. And Vile Devastator. What the hell is that thing? Scout. Cast a spell for us, like that one. Bring in the lightning. So Swarm's not as beat up as we hoped. I could put Polar Midnight out there for a change. I don't know if that'll do the bugs though. Let's find out. They hurt some. before I knew we to shake him to war up.
Out of my way!
Keep it here. He's on range to get closer. Barely injured. He collects fire. Is he in range? Yes. No, he's not.
Into the fray!
Slashing. How come she's not doing holy damage? Oh, never mind.
We can do it!
Dead bugs. Look how tiny she is when they're surrounded by giants. She's a normal person. Have the bad guys that... Oh no, we're against that question. Oh, Queen Galfrey's here. Didn't think she'd actually be here. But then I remember in the Lich run, she's dead. Wow. He's the only... Jeez. Nice dice rolls. Scout. Oh, they walked into cold stuff. Step away.
Your time is over.
Wasn't sure if he was going to take a swing at her or not. Rocket key lowers. Let's see, what is this thing? An evil construct, so he's going to be immune to exits. Fear, compulsion, poison, charm, stun, death, build a score, damage drain, spell immunity, dominate. That might work. X might work on him. Hey, you failed the saving throw. Armor class reduced by 4 or 8 for a long time. Gimpy, get away from that thing. Get buffs on him? Not really. Let's see what Humble Strike does. Does a lot of damage, that's what it does. It does a lot of damage. Oh, it only hit once? Or is that twice? That's twice. Cool. Mud. 5-foot step. Step. And missed.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also follow Gimpy over on Twitter at GimpyKnee. He tweets out there when he goes live and will more than like it follow you there and fight. Thank you for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. And we've got the second of the monthly giveaways coming in a little over an hour, at least to get started, at least. And this thing, she needed to roll a 3, she rolled a 2. Ow. Just devastated CeeLo. Good job, Queenie. One step closer. It's already marked.
Are you still here?
Needs a 2, rolls a 1. Oh, look, he died really fast. Okay. Scout. You put that thing down, right? Oh, we're not done yet. He's not dead. He's only partially dead. Should get rid of that. Yeah, I'll get rid of the Polar Midnight. So Queenie stops taking damage from being a dummy. Heal us, Sealand. Heal yourself. There you go. She's close enough to hit him.
No mercy for the wicked.
Blasphemy. There's no blasphemy here. Boss fight.
Tully, did you hear that? There is a boss fight starting. That's right. I said Tully. Unlike Gimpy, I know the difference between Tubby and Tully.
Okay, so... it's the bugs. Where'd Lucas swamp? Oh, that's right, they were part of this one thing. Can't see them.
You offend me.
Go scout. Kitty. Charge. So Kitty's doing unholy damage with every hit. Good thing we put that item on. Oh, rocket sonic damage. Gimpy. Oh, no breath, huh?
The light. Take you. We won't falter.
Kimberonka. Dead bugs. Okay. No loot on this thing, huh? And good job, Xanthium and Tully beating up on a commando with good attitude. Or commando. Do not dally, Commander. Lead your troops forth and we shall hold this position. Yeah, because you did such an excellent job against that one big giant demon thing.
We will win this war.
probably redo our... Shit, we don't have that going. Damn it, damn it.
Friendship lasts forever.
Scout doesn't have it there. Is it level 5 spell? So,
Don't know, don't care.
fire resistance kind of sucks, but... Oh, look at Rocket. Chewing his leg right in front of everybody. He doesn't care. Fear me, demons. I am the testament to your futility. I have been brought back from the dead, but even death I fight for Galarian. Ah, Tarantula fights here. Wasn't expecting that. Hal's here too. So, Undead, Silver Dragon, and Gold Dragon already here to fight. The question is, how good are the dragons going to be against these guys? My guess is going to be not so great. There we go. So there's Hal. There's Tarandalev. Rocket. Bugs. Bugs. Tarantula just killed all my spiders. Or some of them at least. I see fear. Ah, Veronica. Keep getting ready from here. Let's get souped up.
Strike with all your might.
How do they have a crochet here? They're not undead. How do they have an undead thing fighting for them? Dragon power. Do you have any cool dragon power? I think that's it for him. This perhaps really, right? Kitty. Kitty can't charge. Okay, Scout. You drop some lightning. Let's do some chain lightning. That's what that does. A little bit of damage. Because again, anything that has electricity and the descriptor is empowered for Scout. Because of her Wind Whisperer stuff.
Gimpy is raising money for the National MS Society for the 9th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2022 in San Diego is April 23rd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May. They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. And again,
You
we're
are welcome. Now, go kill something.
trying to. Okay, before so quickly interrupted, we're currently just about a little under $1,500 raised, which means you're supposed to walk at least 1 mile. If we can hit $2,000 raised, I have to walk a second mile. Not at the same time, just the second mile. At some other time, not the same day. Anyway, if you're able to help out, please visit stompingoutms.org. You can type just ! donate in chat. I'll produce a link for you. Or just scroll down underneath the video screen and click on the Walk MS button in the About section. Thank you. What's going on here? Ow. Chain lightning out of them too. Seela's down. Oh, will be down. Rocket. I'm going to help out with this. Good critical ones. I'll help a little bit, not a lot. He's uninjured, he's barely injured, he's injured. Okay, Veronica. Can you put some mud down somewhere? That would be helpful. Looks like we missed him though. That's okay. Let's move it over a little bit next turn. Gimpy. And greater invisibility on something like that. Nope. How about a controlled fireball? Okay, how to control fireball damage MVP? It's not how that's supposed to work. It's friggin' bolstered stuff is broken. Getting kidded. How much fire on enough control? To we're off? I don't think so. It's the bolstered is broken. The bolstered in meta magic is broken. It's not supposed to hurt friendlies, but it does. Oh, that's right. Damaged him. Heal. Fixed. And oh, the giant spiders are dying. So all our friendly spiders have died walking through the mud. It happens.
The inheritor, guide my blade. Drown in the holy light.
Well, that works. So, Bankia or Cora. Focus on Cora.
I got this.
Should have marked them. Or, yeah, marked them. Ow.
I'm all right.
Well, that's a ground all black. Curse him, or hex him, whatever it's called. He's under fairy fire. That's great. I need to hit him with storm burst, see if that helps. Smack people around so much. So, Veronica's turn. So she is damaging both of them, so that works. Hit him with some more mud.
We can do it.
Or not. Gimpy, breath is back. This guy with the fire. Yep. Nope. Fails to overcome spell resistance. Oh, need to roll a 5, roll the 1. Of course. Kitty's hurting. Now, scout, we need scouts supposed to do. Heal. Oh no, I forgot to do the shield the bomb. See, look at you, the heal, but I'll do this shield friend first. Heal herself. Mickey. Go. Go, Mickey. Mickey is a monster. A murdering monster. Trying to let go. So angry. Rocket releases armor class. Fail the saving throws. You get -4 for 20 turns. Blast him with mud. Yeah. There's an area effect. You hit him with immune to magic missiles. Yep. Good thing I looked. Not immune to fire, though. Got to kill him a second time.
Hey, bag of water, stretch your legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
I'm good. up. Just the leg behind him. Now he's up. So, step closer.
Are you still here?
And of course, it's buff. Rocket, so you can drop his armor class a little bit. Saving throw. Shooting faster. Step closer. Enchant hit him. I don't think it will. Made out of range. Okay, so he's taking damage from that. Let's turn that off for now. And then we'll move it next
We
turn.
won't falter.
We'll move it behind him next turn so that everybody else can get closer to him. Oh look, Gimpy's the breath is up. Get in there, kitty. Scout, what do I want to do? Buff him? Oh, Shield of Law is still up. Oh, look at that. Just built a haste. To seen and unholy world, so Law. Charge him.
Into the fray!
Made 2 levels out of him.
Good guys always win.
Come on. Spell, right? You're not getting any of those. Oh, that's right, he's got the minor one. See if Vine Trap hits him. Fails to overcome. Boo.
I'll split you in half.
Okay, Veronica. Mud pit back there. Gimpy. Oh, look who's there.
A dear guest on my doorstep. Please do come in. You have been long awaited.
She opens her arms like a welcoming host. The gesture doesn't seem feigned, but you feel a strange, menacing tension behind it, like the echo of a nervous chuckle that was never uttered. The wound in her chest pulsates with a red glow. Please do come in. Okay. I can feel the madness radiating from you, Arilu. What has changed since the last time we met?
Nothing at all.
She answers, glaring at you with her glowering crimson eyes. Glowing crimson eyes. That's courage to meet me in the flesh. Stop with your games.
There will be no more games, trust me. And I definitely won't run. There is too much at stake. The path to your souls and the world wound's healing demands my death. The accursed threshold prison where everything began must be where everything comes to an end. So I invite you in once again. Cross this threshold. I'll be waiting for you in the heart of the fortress, in the place where the wound was opened.
So now we get to camp around the fun stuff. Wander around the camp. Get a chance to rest. Stuff. Artifact created by using hard work of the servants of Pulora and the efforts of the finest spellcasters of the Crusade glows with mysterious light. Starlight Astrolabe seems to be looking forward to the hour when it can release its power and unleash it on its demons. It's time to clear the spine threshold. Sure. Do anything. This has been sanctified to protect the site around it from corruption of the abyss.
This endeavor rushes toward its conclusion. I wish to speak with you. To be honest, I almost stopped believing that I would live to see this moment. It has been at least 50 years since I stopped hoping and believing it could happen. And yet, here we are, at the entrance to Threshold. All thanks to you. The proximity of victory has made me think about something I have not even been able to imagine for the last 80 years or so. About what happens to me next. About my life after we triumph. Mendev expects me to remain on the throne, to help rebuild the country after the war. But I no longer wish to rule. I wish to share my life with the person who has made my heart flutter again after so many years.
Well,
I love you, and I am sorry that I denied my feelings and unintentionally hurt you and me both. But now, on the eve of our victory, I ask you to let me stand beside you in this battle. Let me join you in Threshold and help you defeat the World Wound. And after that, let me remain beside you, wherever you are and wherever you go.
You find out on after. To join my party.
After all the things I've said, I cannot just let you go into the final battle all alone.
And you'll leave Mendev just like that.
I care deeply about my country, but my time has passed. I am a symbol of war, not a symbol of peace. And I venture that I deserve to live the rest of my long, long life the way I want. If, of course, you want the same.
Quest, when we win, the wardstones will no longer be needed. Whatever happens to me, free the angels imprisoned inside them.
You are right. I shall fulfill your request, although it will be difficult. No one in Mendev knows the sacrifice that the creation of the wardstones demanded. The stones themselves are seen as a symbol of hope and safety. To destroy them would be akin to
Saturday and Sunday, April 16th and 17th are the monthly giveaways for April. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. Again, the second giveaway, or today's giveaway, will be, the process will be starting after next break, which is approximately 30 minutes or so.
But the angels have done their duty and should be freed. Therefore, should we win, I shall carry out your request, even if it means losing the people's trust.
Lady Galfrey, join me in this final battle, and after, be with me for always and forever. A maelstrom of emotion sweeps over Galfrey's face. She pales, then blushes, bites her lip, then takes a resolute step forward and kisses you, eagerly, almost greedily, as if trying to make up for all of the years of sustaining herself on duty alone. When she pulls back from you, you see tears glittering in her eyes.
I love you. I thought I was no longer capable of that feeling. Well, look at me now, standing and blushing before you like a slip of a girl. We have one last battle ahead of us, and then my duty will be done. I shall be free to be with you.
So I'm guessing she joins the group. And she is. Level 14. Oh, she's a paladin, though. So we could actually ditch Seela for her. Ah, there's a thought. Holy Evil Outsider Bane Longsword +2 Evil Outsider Bane. It's a nice little sword. It's only +2, but... Huh. Well, there's a choice. We'll see what else is around here first, then we'll decide. But we could replace Seela with her. Because I was kind of concerned she was going to be the same thing she was for the Lich. That's okay. This item is trying to break free because of the proximity to the world, but my will is stronger. Good job, Trendula. Thanks for the help in the fight. Where's Hal? Did Hal leave? No, High Lord. His head thrown back, venture Captain High Lord grimly looks at the threshold fortress. So all that stuff that was tormented Dar Aveston for a century sprawled out of this dump. Have raised this place down to the very foundation, Commander. Why did you come? As a man of my honor, I could not stay away. I've been at war with demons my whole life, and if they're over, what can you do for my army? You may want to strengthen your unit with a couple of experienced mercenaries for the coming assault. Blah blah. Good that you're here. We're good though. Hey, Bada, welcome back. Happy Sunday. Easter. It's the art. They would like the way. Blah blah. Now storyteller. Left. How did you not right in the thick of battle? This is not my first battle, Commander. I know how to defend myself, and the thunder of a fight was never stopped me from getting into another adventure. I've come to witness great things, and some unsightly demons will not dare to get my way. You help us in battle. My man is hardly what you will need when storming the fortress. I will stay here. Blah. I think it lies ahead of me. My gift is useless here. The story is yet to be written, and Quill is still in your hands, Commander. Examine items of carrying. Touch them. Radiance, stuff. Some upgrading stuff. See the feature of this sword. I'm afraid there is no possible problem. Show the scale. Look, the dragon's right over there. More stuff. Story. That's it. So, more stuff. Motive, Amber, Extra. What's Rent doing? Okay. Let's be here. Don't need eyes to see how deeply this place is cursed. And we don't. Okay, so Queen Galfrey, we can level her up a little bit. She can replace Sela in the fight to come, just for fun. Got a little bit of leveling to do, though. What does she currently have? Extra lay on hands, improve critical longsword, initiative, power attack, housing display, toughness, focus. So needs to go. Guess this is all standard paladin stuff, right? Smite evils. Okay. So, they're leveling up for her. And Zealot killed everybody. Good job, Zealot. Galfrey. Alright. Barnigan Smash. Trying to intimidate people. Mercy blinded, confused, cursed, is paralyzed, poison, shake is staggered. Paralyzed. Just in case. Oof. What's Charisma actually help her with? It's a really high charisma score. It's really high. For somebody who doesn't really get a high score like that, but she is a queen, so selective channel. Oh, shit. Oh, look at, she gets, can she do a blinding critical? She's special. Dreadful Carnage. Yes. So basically when she gets a kill, whenever you reduce an army to 0 or fewer, demoralize all enemies within 30 feet for free. Blinded, confused, cursed, dazed, poison, shaken, sickened, staggered. Oh, shoot. Team. Should do selective hands this so that she doesn't heal for enemies. Fadanoy, welcome to the stream. Can you tell me if a short sword is a light weapon, which depends on dexterity? You can reply in chat, bad English. Short sword, I believe, is a light weapon. And the dexterity thing, no. Just a second. So, we have Woljif, who's using short swords. So, short sword is a light weapon. It is finesse wielding. However, So yes, it is a light weapon. It is finesse
Hey, bag
wielding.
of water.
So
Stretch your
yes.
legs. You have been sitting in one spot for far too long.
Class-wise, two-code fighting, double slice, accomplish sneak attacker, spell preparation, outflanking, weapon focus, that, strike. So, the way it works is with finesse wielding, that means it uses dexterity to determine to hit, but not damage. In order to increase the damage with dexterity, you have to pick up different feat or an additional feat for that, which is to make a character for a Kook Green, but I'd rather do it from short swords. Yeah, short swords they're light weapons, so you can dual wield them, no problem. I'm sure that's what you're probably looking for, and that's what he's doing. He's dual wielding short swords. They're both light, so he's not taking any penalties there, out of unnecessary penalties. But again, finesse wielding, so yes. But there's still a. Did I mess up something? Finesse training deck. So he has finesse training on short swords. Rogue makes successful melee attack with a short sword. He adds a dexterity modifier instead of strength. Yeah. So yes, as a finesse short or light weapon, dexterity determines to hit. But if you want to do extra damage to the dexterity, you actually have to get a feat for that, which is finesse training for rogues. And I think fighters can do the same thing. They get a chance to get the same type of stuff. They get the same type of feats to work with. So, but yes, in order to do extra damage with dexterity, you need to actually get the feat. The weapon itself is already ready to go for it to hits. Not complicated. Not overly convoluted. Anyway, Queenie. Oh, she doesn't get any mythic powers, though. Aw. How come she doesn't get mythic? Doesn't seem right, does it? So that means all her crappy spells. We'll have Restoration Lesser. What should I need that for? We have positive energy. Plus weapons. So restoration. So blessed weapons, that'll go on herself. Rocket, and Mickey. Oh, and the kitty too. And 2. Still Grace, 2 of those, 1 for her, 1 for Scout. Some armor. One of those for fun. 3 stuff. The Whisper. Althora. Oh, she can use this on her sword if we don't give her anything better. Defending prayer. Two prayers. 4. So Jug Aspect Greater. Holy Sword for fun. She doesn't need Crusader's Edge because her Scout has that stuff. Burst of Glory. No. Inspire Recovery. That could help a little bit. More shield of Dom. Stick on fire damage plus maximum 15. No big deal. Oath of Peace. No, we don't like that one either. Yeah. So, she's all set. Where is she? Yeah, level 20. So, does she get the mythic rank? Does she get mythic ranks? If she doesn't get mythic rank, she's not good to Sela. Butter in the wind triumphantly. We're gonna get to sleep. We're gonna get to rest. Can we rest her? So Queenie, she has full plate 5, learn charisma 6, ring protection 3. We get better than that. Not that you need it. Can we? Protection 5. Change. Composite short bow 4. You don't need that. Oops. A mic 4. Can do better. Let's go mic 6. She does have a necklace on. Look at the Ancient Herald. Fit gloves. See, I'm kind of... Does she have any special abilities, I guess? I mean, she's a paladin, but does she get anything special? Not really. She is not special. More of righteousness. No, there's all paladins get that. So there's no real reason to take her over Sela. We just pretty much rest where we want, don't we? Cannot rest here. Why not? Protect the area around it from corruption of the abyss. Right, so why can't we camp? I've been defeated, but I great many await sight. Yes, I know. But can't we rest? And I'm confused. Why can't we rest out here?
Gimpy is raising money for the National MS Society for the 9th year in a row here on Twitch. Walk MS 2022 in San Diego is April 23rd, but Mrs. Gimpy, Mickey, Rocket, and Gimpy will be doing private walks in April and May.
The heart of...
They are walking 1 mile for every $1,000 raised. If you would like to help with a donation, please visit stompingoutms.org. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. So, talk some more, actually.
The wound. The source of all the evil that has been wrought here over the last 100 years. It all began here. And we will end it here. If Aurilu Voralesh had never opened the world wound, I would never have ended up on Galarian. I would never have met Desna. Or you. I would never have embarked on the path of good.
Hey, Taco, welcome back. Happy Sunday.
This invasion has killed so many innocent people, but it has also led to my redemption. It means my freedom has been bought with thousands of innocent lives. But I will do everything in my power to help you close this abomination, so that no one else has to die.
Defeat the abyss within yourself. After such a feat, routing its armies will be a breeze.
I did not do it alone. You have led your army to victory, and me to my dream.
Now you're shouldering the guilt of all the victims of the invasion. Isn't that too much for one Ushale to handle?
It's not about guilt. It's just that I am ashamed to take any joy in my freedom, knowing that this terrible war was the cause of it. Everyone would have been better off if the world wound had never been opened. But then I would have remained a monster. Perhaps one day I will atone for all the evil I did. But it took a far greater evil to make my redemption even possible.
Then you have to ruin.
I now have a dream of my own. I will pursue it.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Let the abyss tremble in fear.
Hey! Well, are we gonna stick it to the demons one last time?
Have you thought about what you're going to do after we win?
I haven't had time to think about it. All of my thoughts are focused on the coming battle. But I think I'll stay here a while, help the world to return to a life of peace and catch any demons that aren't dead yet. And I don't want to leave all my friends either. When we have peace, there will finally be time to spend with everybody. And after that, well, stick a pin in a map. There are still many places in the world where people are in need of help. Wherever the road takes me, I'll find a way to put my blade to use. And this block of wood.
She taps her head lightly with her knuckles and gives you a broad smile. You're a true friend, Seela. It's been an honor fighting shoulder to shoulder with you.
Back at you, friend. So, are we going to crush some demons? It's time to show them the door once and for all!
Wish we could rest.
Greetings. Allow me to congratulate you on leading the armies of the Fifth Crusade to its decisive confrontation. Excellent. At last, a real achievement and a genuine chance of victory.
Here we are at Threshold, the final battle, and the resolution of the world wound problem is at hand. Are you happy?
I suppose I am. Being happy is not in my nature. But for the first time in years, I feel something akin to that emotion. It would be interesting to analyze what I experience when I see the criminal Aurilu Voralesh defeated, the demons ousted, and the world wound closed at last. It promises to be an exceptional moment.
Every note of contemplation appears in Reginald's voice. It's been an honor fighting alongside you.
And for me as well, Commander. For me as well.
He offers you a sharp salute. It's time to get ready for a fight.
I am always ready.
Yes, you are, you little angry midget.
There it is. The Citadel of the Demon Army. You know, I expected it to be formidable and fearsome. Something that would make me quake in terror. But now that I am standing at its gates, I'm surprised at how little fear I feel. Do not mistake this for bravado. Our enemies are dangerous. but no more than that. We have traveled to the heart of the Abyss, and back again. Now we are home, on our own territory. This time, let it be the invaders who quake in terror. When I set out for war, I imagined that I would find Trevor, and together we would fight the demons, shoulder to shoulder. Fate has a caustic sense of humor. My dream came true, but not at all as I imagined. The reality of war shattered many of my romantic notions. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that he is here with us. And today we will win, all of us together.
You know, after we win.
I will go home to Endoran. I will lay down my weapon and never pick up another so long as I live. Save a knife for cutting grapevines. I will serve the goddess in our old temple. And when the peasant children come to pepper me with questions about the crusade, I will do my utmost to make sure that my stories give none the idea that there is anything beautiful or romantic about war.
You've changed so much since we first met.
I had to. If I had a choice, I probably would have stayed the same naive little boy I was before the war. The boy who had never killed, who had never been to the Abyss, who had never buried those with whom he had sat around a campfire only the night before. Even so, when I set out to join this war, my head was full of so many romantic notions. More than usual for a naive little boy. But life found a way to shatter those most thoroughly.
Ready.
Ready. Let us drive the demons all the way back to the Abyss!
My last battle. We win or we die. Either way, I'll never pick up a weapon again.
Doing it for a win.
I'm going home. It's been so long.
This is your chance to get revenge on the demons.
My chance. I've thought a lot about this over the last few days. I don't want revenge anymore. I just want all this to be over.
Are you sure you want to fight in this battle? You've earned a rest.
No, I can't rest yet. Celsia will be fighting. That means I will be too.
Are you ready?
To battle. For the last time.
It's funny is I didn't get to have some of these conversations with the Lich Run because there's no Sela. There's no Social. There was no Trevor either. Because they all leave because we're
I am
evil.
calculating the likelihood of your victory. Taking into consideration the fortifications of Threshold, the long period it has been under demon control, and Aurilu Vorlesh, who is personally overseeing the defense, I would give the Crusaders a 30% chance of success at most.
Thanks.
Of course, the presence of an illustrious scholar of Golarion in your ranks, meaning me, immediately increases your chances by 5%.
Great.
Fear is an unproductive emotion that typically gets in the way of a good experiment. And I have never indicated that I do not support my loyal follower in his battle against the demons. I simply calculated your chances of success.
Whatever chance it is, you are not backing
If
down.
you win, I'll make sure to mention you in my encyclopedia. Aha! With that as an incentive, your chances have increased by 5%. Consider this my contribution to your victory.
Gee, thanks.
This is it. The last fortress. It's been a long road from the river city to here. We walked and walked and walked along the road. And suddenly, there's no more road.
Are you ready?
Nobody is ready. It will be scary. Very scary. In the last fortress, all the lies will end, and the truth will rise. It's scary, but it's good.
Truth lies. What are you talking about?
Nobody knows what will happen next. People are afraid of the future, so that's why they make it up. They lie to themselves so it's not so scary. They convince themselves and others of the things they make up. But one day the future will come. The story ends, for better or worse. When everything's already happened, there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. And there's no reason to lie.
What are you going to do when the war's over?
The Redeemed Knights say they need me. I think they can manage fine without me, but maybe I really can help them somehow. I think we'll do a lot of good together.
Let's go.
Hear that, Soot? It's time.
Kurt looks at you with its clever black eyes and caws loudly.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs.
Let's talk to you guys first.
Your next break is in 2 hours.
Not a bad spot to end this war. Formidable, menacing. It has a certain style about it. Seeing as our contract is coming to an end, Commander, let me just say that you are the most impressive client I've ever had the pleasure to work with. And a highly lucrative pleasure it's been, too.
Don't forget taking me up on my offer.
Of course not. Where else would I have had so many adventures? Besides, it's thanks to you that I've been able to add so many accomplishments to my service record, which will boost my rates in the future. You know, it's jobs like this, the ones that are both fun and pay well, that make me love what I do.
Don't tell me you've crawled right into the maw of the abyss for the sake of gold.
Huh. Well, it sure wasn't in the name of Iomade. Of course, money's not the be-all and end-all. You dimwits need someone with a clear head on your side, someone to watch your back. I know how you hero types love sacrificing yourselves at the drop of a hat.
He struggles to maintain his deadpan expression, but his mouth breaks into a smile despite his efforts. Time is money, we shouldn't squander
Now
it.
you're talking. Why don't you show me who it is we need to kill to win this war? Aurilu Vorlesh? I'll wish that lady sweet dreams with unalloyed pleasure.
Okay, who are you talking to? Ah, Woljeff.
Chief, is there any chance, even a tiny one, that we can just, call this whole thing off now and go home? Before, I would have just made a run for it, but I can't do that now. Something is holding me back, and I really don't like the thought of leaving you high and dry. See what you turned me into?
What have I turned you into a hero, maybe?
If you want to send me to the front line, I ain't going, so don't even try that hero stuff on me. I'm gonna fight because I don't want to die. And because we're kind of friends now. And don't you go getting yourself killed either. I can't stand being sad, so just don't do that to me.
Everything will be fine. If it isn't, well, it was nice knowing you.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Well, come on. What are you standing around for? Go and command this crusade of yours. Let's try to wrap this up quick. That reminds me! The Tiefling's merchandise is still at your disposal. So don't be afraid to ask if you find yourself in need of something.
Ever the salesman. Okay, so that's all the important people to talk to. Kitty? No, I can't talk to Kitty. Okay, so bulk sell stuff that we don't need, carry around. Surge of dominance. Huh. Good enough. I doubt he got us anything new, did he? Here comes a banner. Nope. So same old junk. Okay, Queenie. Didn't realize we had a better shield than yours, I'm pretty sure. Just heavy shield 4. That's a +5. Okay, I guess I should take my break, huh? Yep, let's do that. Okay. Final battle supercell, everything must go? Not really. I still want to know, how am I supposed to... They're not going to let us rest before we go in there. It seems kind of wrong. We need more magic. We burned so much getting through this stupid entrance here. How come they're not letting us rest is my question. really low on magic as far as Gimpy goes. Which kind of sucks. Anyway. I'm going to save here. Got to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, that kind of thing. And when I get back, we also get started with the giveaway for a $25 Steam gift card. We're on going to read off the rules, all that fun stuff. Anyway, be back in a few minutes. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the dog slideshow thingy.